Cast articulation. The axis bow is now attached to the mounting plate. Using the ruler on the front of the plate, the intercondylar width is established. Move the styli tips to just beyond the brass tubes and secure. Move the mounting plate to the edge of the counter and turn the axis bow upside down. Place one stylus to the left edge of the axis mounting plate and read the intercondylar width on the right. This patient's intercondylar width was 146. There are two calibrated slides on the axis mounting plate that allow the operator to set the intercondylar width for mounting the axis bow transfer to the axis mounting plate. The slide is set up as can be seen in increments of 5. Each mark represents 2 millimeters instead of 1. Therefore, the major increments are 10 millimeters. This allows the clinician to move both slides out or in 1 millimeter increments while having both adjustments equally account for 2 millimeters. This means the cast can be centered on the articulator. The best analogy of this process would be likened to centering a title heading when typing on a typewriter. The slides are read from the outside proceeding toward the center. The first mark starts at 120 and goes 120, 130, 140, etc. With the slide at 140, an additional 3 millimeters are added to make the 146. Another ½ millimeter is then added to each side to put just enough tension on the axis mounting bow for it to stay secure. The screws are all tightened and the axis bow is placed on the instrument. There are small index points in the end of the slides where the point of the stylus will rest. Flip the axis bow out of the way. If one is unfortunate enough to lose the PVC form provided in the kit, boxing wax works just as well. The axis mounting plate has 3 dimples, allowing accurate indexing for future mounting as well. Make sure the axis bow can be rotated down onto the plate without any interference. The clinician then mixes stone of their choice and hand vibrates it into the form. Be sure to build up support for the axis bow bite fork. It is very important to secure the position of the axis bow without any distortion or flexion when the maxillary cast is placed on the bite fork. The patient's maxillary cast is placed on the bite fork assembly to be articulated and eventually transferred to the Panadent articulator. It is important to verify that the top member of the mounting plate rests on the axis bow cross member. If it does not, the model needs to be adjusted on the model trimmer until it fits. Once accomplished, mix up mounting stone and place some onto the mounting ring and onto the model. Add just enough to get it tacked on, making sure the cast has been indexed to secure the mounting. Once it is tacked on, the model can then be beautified at a later point.